Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we're going to ask a question. How true is the claim by Daddy Freeze that bankers destroyed Nigerian economy and not government or politicians? In other words, he was saying that the bankers that many of you think are your heroes were the ones that destroyed the economy and not the government and not the politicians. Come on. How can you say that it's not the government that destroyed the economy? It is the government that is in charge when the economy collapses. It's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that's in charge when the naira is exchanging 1,900 naira to the dollar and over 2,000 naira to the pound sterling. It is the government of Nigeria that removed the fuel subsidy without making provision on how to ameliorate the challenges that come with it. Because the removal of the fuel subsidy, if truly they removed it, was the reason why transportation costs, which affects virtually every sector of the Nigerian economy, led to the inflation that we have today in the country. It is because of the decision of the government to remove that subsidy. It has nothing to do with the banks or the bankers. It was the decision of the government to float the naira. It wasn't the banks that told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to float the naira. It was the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank that he listened to the advice. So why should the banks in Nigeria be held accountable for the mess in the economy right now when they are not the ones that removed fuel subsidy? They were not the ones that floated the naira. The flotation of the naira in an import-dependent economy like Nigeria, where over 80% of goods used in the country are imported, is one of the most unwise economic decisions any government could take. That was why throughout Nigeria's history, only during the Buhari administration was there an attempt to float the naira. The naira was floated in 2016 by Buhari under the supervision of MFLA, but it didn't last long. Buhari and MFLA realized that that is not the route to follow, and because of that, they stopped that. So the flotation of the naira that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did, he was not the first person to do it. It was Buhari. And you know, throughout our history, no government had ever allowed the flotation of the naira. Tafawa Balewa, Zik, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Shagari, Murtala Mohammed, General Obasanjo, even General Buhari never floated the naira until Buhari came in as a civilian president and floated it. And it backfired, and he removed his hand from it. And by 2022, MFLA vowed that no matter what IMF and World Bank says, Nigeria was not going to float its currency. But Tinubu walked into their trap and floated the currency. And now you want us to blame the banks for the sorry state of the naira. No, it is the government decision that led to the economy the way it is. It is easy for people to say, oh, this is a problem that started from the past administration. But the past administration was managing it. The past administration, as bad as they were, and nobody can exonerate Muhammad Buhari from the problem in the country. But to say that these major actors are not the people that caused the problem, the government, that it is the bankers, I disagree totally. That's the narrative they want to sell so that they will go and clap down on bank chief executives. I have seen one guy who came on national television and made outlandish claim that the bank chief executives are sitting atop $7 billion. Come on. Such an infantile allegation. $7 billion. Does he know what is $7 billion that banks are sitting on top of it? And they didn't share it, they didn't give it out that they should be investigated, they should be arrested. No. The problem with the Nigerian economy is caused largely by the politicians, both Buhari and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are culpable. Whatever is the state of the economy, they caused it. They inherited a better economy from the People's Democratic Party under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Don't forget that the inflation rates in Nigeria when the APC took over government in 2015 was 9%. Today we are talking about 30%. Officially and unofficially, people are talking about over 50%. These are the problems created by those in government and the corruption that followed it. You can see former Central Bank Governor Lamido Sanusi talking about how a small boy was able to purchase a private jet under the administration of Buhari. How did he acquire that? So these are the issues to address. Is that boy a banker? Is it the banks that gave him the money? You know, it's easy to look for scapegoats. I know that Daddy Freeze is sympathetic to the Tinubu government, no matter how he tried to masquerade it, claiming that it was Sowore that he supported. Discernible people like me don't believe that. He knows that Sowore was not going anywhere, so he couldn't have supported without sincerity Sowore. But I know from my observation of him, his sympathies lie with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so he's trying to, shield the president from the negative fallout of the removal of fuel subsidy and the flotation of the naira. You can't wish it away by blaming it on the banks. The banks are capable of defending themselves, but for me, anybody who wants to exonerate the government, but whether the past government or this government, is not being fair to Nigerians. Look at what Obasanjo said about Buhari. He said that Buhari was reckless in his spending of money. He said that Buhari was reckless. And he said that was why Tinubu is lamenting that he will now be paying 90% of the revenue that Tinubu gets is now being used to service debts. And Obasanjo said that when he became president in 1999, that things were not that bad, yet he moved around the world looking for debt forgiveness. But he said at this rate Nigeria is, nobody is going to forgive the debt of Nigeria. That is the mess that Buhari left for Tinubu. But Tinubu worsened the situation by not being careful in the removal of the fuel subsidy and by agreeing to the IMF and World Bank in floating the Nigeria's naira. That, to me, put the problem squarely on the government, both past and present, and not the banks. The banks have their own issues, but they are not the reason why Nigeria's economy is in dire strait today. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.